Warahmatullahi Wabarakatuh. Good afternoon, everyone. Today we would like to present our material about electrogravimetry. So before we start presenting our material, let me introduce my team first. My name is Syarifah Salma Musliati Putri.
My name is Ismail Andrini. My name is Dahlia Pitaloka. My name is Revolta Yuliani. My name is Safina Yuliani. My name is Mata Latia. And I am Vivian Kitasari.
So we will start our material. The first material will be presenting by Reva.
What is electrogravimetry? Electrogravimetry is a quantitative analysis method based on the deposition of metal on electrodes with the help of an electric current. Electrogravimetry employs the principle of electrolysis, which uses electric current to produce a chemical reaction. The chemical reaction will produce a deposit on the electrode, and the deposit will be filled by mass. Next, component of electrogravimetry. Number 1, electrolysis cell. A container used to hold the electrolyte solution and electrons during the electrolysis process. The cell is usually made of material resistant to chemical reaction, such as brass or specialized plastic. Number 2, electrolyte solution. The solution contains the metal ions that will be deposited onto the cathode. The composition of the electrolyte solution must match the type of metal being analyzed and should have good conductivity to support the electrolysis process. Number 3, voltmeter and ammeter. Voltmeter used to measure the voltage applied to the electrolysis cell, and ammeter used to measure the electric current flowing through the electrolysis cell. Number 4, electrode. The electrode is divided into two, namely cathode and anode. The cathode, the side where the metal is deposited, it is usually made of platinum or other inert and corrosion-resistant materials, and anode, the electrode where oxidation reaction occurs. The anode is also typically made of inert material. Next.
Okay, in this slide, we will discuss about the law of electrochemical. Electrochemical cell, like metallic conductor, uses the flow of current. In both types of law describe the effect of the system. Electrogravimetry used to base law in application. It's Ohm law and Faraday law. So Ohm law states the strength of the current flowing from a transmitter inversely proportional to the resistance system and directly proportional to the voltage. So this is question of Ohm law. V equals I times R. V is electrical voltage, I electric current, and R resistance. So for the law, one states the amount of substance produced the electrode is directly proportional to the amount of electric current from which the electric current passes. And Faraday law 2 states if the same current is placed on several electrolysis cells, then the mass of the substance produced by each cell is directly proportional to equivalent weight of the substance. This is a question of Faraday law.
So the next one is the type of electrogravimetry, and you can see on the screen there is two types of electrogravimetry. The first one is constant potential electrolysis, and the second one is constant current of electrolysis. So what's different they are? You can see and remember it. There is current. So the difference is about the potential and the current of the electrolysis. We're going to talk about part of them. The first one is constant potential electrolysis. What's the meaning of constant potential? The constant potential, it means the voltage or the potential is keep constant during the electrolysis processes. And this condition will make just a specific metal ions will be reduced and deposited, so the other ions is not allowed to be reduced or deposited. This method is very useful when we have a mixture that have a lot of metal ions. So because this method just allow a specific metal ions to be reduced and deposited. And the component of the constant potential electrolysis, there is the counter electrode, reference electrode, working electrode, digital voltmeter, digital current meter, and DC power supply. And here is electrolysis circuit. What is this? The electrolysis circuit is electric current path to carry out electrochemical reaction.
Next is constant current electrolysis. Constant current electrolysis is an electrolysis process in which the voltage is maintained constant throughout the process. This is done to ensure the right condition for the reduction of a particular metal ion and to prevent the precipitation of other metals with lower reduction potential. In electrolysis, metal precipitation occurs when metal ions in solution are reduced to solid metal at the electrode surface. Each metal ion has a specific reduction potential, which indicates how easily it can be reduced to the metal. This reduction potential varies between metals. Metals with low reduction potential are reduced more easily than metals with higher reduction potential. Next.
Next is factor influence the accuracy and quality of the analysis in electrographic methods. The first is temperature. The temperature of the electrolyte influences the kinetic of the electrochemical reaction. Higher temperature generally increase reaction rates but might also affect the stability of certain ions in solution. Next is electrode material. The type of electrode used, such as platinum, mercury, can impact the quality of the deposit. Different material have varying level of reactivity and surface properties, which can influence the adherence and purity of the deposit metal. Next is current applied. Current density. The density of the current applied during electrolysis is crucial. If the current density is too high, it can result in poor quality deposits such as bombs or flaky, while too low a current density may slow down the deposition process. Next is potential applied. The potential applied to the electrochemical cell must be sufficient to overcome the theoretical cell potential as well as an ohmic drop or EM drop and over potential due to polarization effect. This ensures that the desired reaction occurs intensely. And last, ion concentration. The concentration of analytic ions in the solution affect the rate or deposition. Higher concentration leads to faster deposition rate, which can enhance the efficiency of the process.
Okay, for this slide, we're going to talk about application of control cathode potential. This method is precise and commonly used for analyzing various metals under specific conditions. Okay, for the first application is step-by-step metal deposition. Metals in a mixture like copper, bismuth, lead, and the other again are deposited one by one on a cathode by setting specific potential. Each metal has a unique deposition potential, allowing step-by-step separation. So here
Number two is does not require expensive chemical. These methods only use electrodes and external power source, making it more economical than other chemical analysis methods that require special chemicals. Number three is effective for metal compounds. Electrogravity is excellent for the analysis of heavy metals or metal ions in solution. For example, is copper, cobalt, silver, and nickel. Number two is disadvantage of electrogravity. Number one is time required. The electrogravity process can take quite a long time depending on the size of the current used and the concentration of target ions in the environment. Number two is effect of disturbance. The presence of other substance in the environment can affect the measurement result by disrupting the redox reaction or causing inevitable precipitation. The result is not effective for metal compounds. This method is only effective for compounds that can be precipitated electrochemicals. So